Cheer LaBeouf. Did you know that means cheers in Russian? I didn't before the White Lotus Season 3, Episode 5, Full Moon Party. Last week we got the pre-game and this week we get the party. Mystery drugs, shots, skinny dipping, guns handed over in handbags, and I'm not talking about the one Jason Isaacs, hid in his pants last week. We've got it all. In the words of another HBO character whose family business could have used a resort like the White Lotus in their multimedia portfolio, everyone is going nut-nut. We're over halfway through the third season of Mike White's comic tragedy. By this point in Maui, Armand, Murray Bartlett, had relapsed, and in Terramina, Cameron, Theo James, and Ethan, Will Sharp, had partied with the Italians. Things move a bit slower in Ko Samui. It's a wellness resort after all. But the stories have quietly wound together in Season 3, and in Episode 5, they are tightened together like a drawstring bag. The full moon party is as wild as promised. Valentin and Jacqueline get close while Laurie sleeps. Episode 5 picks up right where Episode 4 left off. The Ratliff boys are off to a full moon party on a boat filled with booze. Jacqueline, Michelle Monaghan, Laurie, Carrie Coon, and Kate, Leslie Bibb, are partying with Valentin, Arnas Fedorovicius, and his Russian friends, with shots of booze. Piper, Sarah Catherine Hook, tells her parents she's going to live in Thailand for a year, shocking Victoria, Parker Posey, so much she'll need double the lorazepam. Oh, wait, she's out. Booze to help her snooze. It is Saxon, Patrick Schwarzenegger, may be a big dog at whatever fraternity he was in at Duke, but Chloe, Charlotte Le Bon, and Chelsea, Amy Lou Wood, have been around the block a few times, and he's out of his league, especially when the bag of unknown drugs comes out. Lockie doesn't hesitate, however. I'm not sure how the little guy is packing away so much champagne and the buckets of liquor, but he's impressing his older brother, and scaring him a bit too. Jacqueline and Laurie do their damnedest to keep up with the Adonis-like Russian brothers. 2 were in the ballet, the 3rd flipped tires. Any workout is a good workout, I suppose. Kate remains achingly unnerved by the whole situation, and though she smiles while pouring wine down Laurie's throat, she eventually moms it up and sends everyone to bed. I wonder what she would do if she found out Valentin stayed back to get comfortable with Jacqueline. Better yet, I wonder what Laurie would do? Something tells me this exact show has played many times before in their friendship. Rick gets some help from an old friend. Pornchai makes sure Belinda doesn't sleep alone with Greg on the prowl. Pornchai, Dom Hetrical, talking to Belinda, Natasha Rothwell, in the White Lotus Season 3 Episode 4. While some party, others' full moons are markedly less celebratory. Rick, Walton Goggins, is in Bangkok. It feels odd having Rick be off on his own, away from the White Lotus. I've enjoyed him since he arrived on the island smoking a cigarette, but his sojourn is feeling a little Ozarkwai for my taste. At least he gives us a chance to meet an unexpected arrival in the form of Sam Rockwell, who's gone on his own journey since getting to Thailand. He wanted to bang everything, then he wanted everyone to bang him, then he wanted to be himself, then he wanted to be the Asian women he slept with, then he decided he wanted to be a Buddhist. Now he doesn't drink, have sex, party, or kill, presumably. Though he still knows how to get a gun for Rick. Goggins' open-mouthed gawking as his old friend dumps his explicit and deeply personal story is absolutely hilarious and oddly tender. He's there for his friend, even if he has no clue where his friend is in life. That scene alone may have nabbed Goggins' guest of the week, but it's Belinda, Natasha Rothwell. Sorry, it just is. Well, Chelsea was great cutting down Saxon. Nope, it's Belinda. Rothwell is a total joy. Fabian, Christian Friedel, innocently lets Belinda know that Gary has been asking after her, but when she whisper-screams everything she knows about Greg and his late wife to the timorous general manager, including making a stabbing motion that is going in my personal "I hate this thing" repertoire, Fabian not so innocently tells her she shouldn't gossip about guests. To add insult to injury, a big ol' lizard is hiding in her room. Can't Belinda have a win? Yes, she can. Jacqueline isn't the only one getting a house call in Episode 5, as Pornchai, Dom Hetrical, and Belinda share a lovely kiss after she asks him to spend the night in case of lizards, or LBHs. The pre-game was invigorating, the party was a blast, so I guess that means next week on the White Lotus is the hangover. Better take some lorazepam, if there's any left.